Succession is really about thinking about our future boards. So much of our strategic work now is about work in the future, and we want to be thinking about how our future board is going to understand and support and guide and refine that strategy in the future. And so having a focused approach on succession is really about remaining focused on strategy over time and delivering on results for the organization and for the communities that we serve. Succession is also about sustainability of the effective and efficient interface between governance and management. Having succession managed well and having a focused approach is really an opportunity to sustain and improve effective and efficient partnering between the board and management. Ultimately, I believe that succession is about culture. Having a focused, intentional approach about succession that really embraces and promotes culture is really a critical success for today's and tomorrow's organization. As our board has really taken performance improvement to heart, we've seen a number of benefits. The scarcest resource that a board has is its time together. And it's very easy for a board to get sidetracked with lower value work. A focused approach to performance improvement is an opportunity to prioritize high value work. And our board, through a series of investments and approaches and tests and experiments, we have now quadrupled the amount of time we spend on more strategic and governance work, so that now more than a majority of our time is really spent focusing on the future of the organization. We put a lot of energy in not just listening to information or examining data, but really going to the source, going to the front line, walking in their shoes. That's a key theme of performance improvement. We call it going to Gemba, and it's an opportunity to really learn from the front line and also to send a strong message of organizational support. And we believe that the board benefits from a much deeper understanding of what's really happening and how that can shape our strategic direction. The other benefit, which is more subtle, is experiencing what it means to change performance. Having a process to manage succession is probably the most important step a board can take to sustaining process and practice over time. One of the simplest steps that boards can take to sustain an approach is to write it down. And this may seem like extra work, but I do not believe that good process needs to take more time. If you write the process down and make sure that everybody understands who is going to do what in that process, then the next time the board goes through it, the future board, they can be improving the process and not reinventing the wheel. So have a process, write it down, and practice it consistently, and over time, make it better. We take education very seriously. In fact, it's an expectation. And we hold our trustees accountable for not only meeting attendance, and agendas are designed to incorporate education and key topics, but we also have an expectation for outside education. And trustees have an expectation to educate themselves on key areas. We really try to work with our trustees to tailor areas of education that match but not only their personal interest, but roles that they may serve. So for example, if you're going to participate in the finance committee, you may target or tailor your education in that particular area. Serving on a board takes an enormous amount of time, an enormous amount of energy, and is also very rewarding. And one of the key elements of our succession development is testing the readiness of an individual to serve at that level. It's not for everybody. One of the pieces of advice is honesty and transparency in the level of commitment and the level of reward that's going to come from that commitment, and have a very honest and direct conversation ahead of time so that individuals, so as part of assessing fit, so that the fit can be as good as it possibly can be.